in game review mode, right?
I just feel like we need to find the right mix. It's almost like that we have all the ingredients for the cocktail. We just got to find the right one
Mm.
to make it taste right. And there was some
What
moving
part
around.
of the offensive line is? Oh, you know what? You know what? Let me do this, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, because okay, we're gonna talk offensive line then. Let
Okay.
me present a kind of a retroactive. Maybe we should have saw that coming. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we heard in the preseason. You know, we knew the names. The names sounded pretty good and all that good stuff, right? The
Mm-hmm.
names of the defensive line. After watching our defensive line, do you think that could have kind of put a monkey wrench into the development of our O line? And let me kind of elaborate on that. Like, let's just say you got a player on your offensive line, and he's going up against like let's say he's a younger guy, he's a sophomore, right? And
Mm-hmm.
let's say it's Bullet East, and there's a legit full tilt D1 or two D1 defensive ends, and every day in practice, they're just destroying your tackles, your young tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that there's some kind of like, do you get what I'm saying? Like it could be a
Oh yeah.
like, what do you do with your offensive tackles? Do you keep on telling them like, son, just y'all suck, or do you just say, son, those are two Division One tackles, and you're not going to be able to stop them, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No.
So
Absolutely.
imagine
No. I
being,
get what you're saying
yeah,
for sure.
imagine retroactively saying, Cleb Lubin and Renee Conga have just been destroying y'all,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, okay, we can work on some technique or something, but, whew, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Could that have
No.
made the development awkward any kind of way?
No. It absolutely could have. Absolutely could have. Because
Does
that
that,
D line is really
yeah?
good.
Does that make sense though? Like you know what I'm
No.
saying?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
finding the balance between coaching, developing, and tearing them up.
Absolutely. I mean, because you can say, I mean, it's easy to say right off the bat, um, that, well, I mean, if you're going up against the best, then it should be easier. And I'm like, well, that is true to an extent. But if you're developing or trying to find the right, like I said, the right concoction to the right
Mm,
ingredients to the cocktail,
mm.
it can mess you up. I mean, it can mess you up
How
there and
how
say,
did the
okay, well,
JMU defensive line compare to our defensive line in your opinion?
I mean, they were good. They're not as good. I mean, our defensive line looks elite right now.
Hmm.
I mean, they look the full part of just like wow. I mean, they can do about anything they want. I mean, they're getting pushed. They're getting. I heard Ennis say it yesterday, and I thought he was spot on. He was like, you almost got excited for third and longs, like that extra, like, oh, they're gonna get them. Like, I mean, this they're coming. I mean, and
That's a
and
good
it's funny
call.
because yeah,
That's
I
a good
know, I
call.
know. Where it's like you weren't nervous, you were like, oh, who's gonna get him? Not if it's like, oh yeah, they coming off the edge, like they're going. They're
You,
going
you know, you know, take it a step further. You want to know what was making me cringe on my defensive line? And
almost.
and this is not something that, like, this is just the athlete in me, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were getting back to the quarterback so fast. You know how like when you're practicing really hard and you
Uh
try to
huh.
teach your defenders, hey, if you see him go, like, look at the angle that your fellow defender is hitting the quarterback at or hitting the receiver at. Y'all don't want to clash heads.
Right.
Y'all don't want to hit at the same level. I was kind of cringing at how they were meeting at the quarterback, making sure, hoping one guy goes low or one guy goes high. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I didn't
Yeah.
want my guys to run into. And then, do you know how much of a problem that is when you're worried about your own players running into each other too hard when they meet at the quarterback because they're getting to the quarterback almost simultaneously in like less than 3 seconds?
Well, it's great. It's a great issue.
It's a great problem to have, isn't it?
It's a great problem to have. But yeah, no, I mean, I can see that. And then kind of taking that back to the O line, I mean, I get what you're saying there with, hey, that could have been, it could stunt a little bit of the growth, especially when you're trying to, and that kind of meets my point a touch too, where I think the pieces are there is why I'm not freaking out.
So
'Cause I
chemistry.
think we have the spots.
Sorry. So is it?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, and kind of like, okay, who are we going to? We need somebody in. Who are we going to get at left tackle? It's almost like, okay, I need to find that anchor, and then I can build. Like we know Pete Nigre is the center, and he's good there. But now you've got Pounders, you've got Lance Robinson, you've got a lot of these guys that are okay. I've got to find the one that is Musa going to be better to move back into guard? Like,
Right.
I don't.
So it might be one spot can fix the entire rotation.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, like I said, I mean, maybe I'm proved wrong in saying I feel like we have the piece to do it, but it does feel that way. I mean, it feels like, no, the pieces are there. We just got to, and I mean, Sylvester didn't play, and he's been big for us the last couple years. And I mean, so that was an issue there that kind of don't get talked about, where it's like, well, we were without him. Because early in the season, I think sometimes you don't even realize who's missing from games.
Right.
Like,
yeah, because you're still learning.
Yeah, realize
you still don't even know your roster yet, really.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you almost forget Nate Kariski hadn't even played yet. He didn't even play at the tight end spot yet. Sylvester was out.
And he's
like
very reliable at the tight end spot.
Right. And Sylvester's really reliable at the tackle spot. And you were missing him. And it's just so, I'm not overly worried, but I do, there's a little bit there. It's like, okay, we're going to have to find, that's why it's almost as odd as this break is. And I hate this early bye.
Everybody hates this early bye.
But it kind of is working out for us, I think, in this scenario.
By dipping your toe in the water and finding out it's really hot. And
because this week is 2 weeks of practice. Like they're going to attack this week almost like, okay, break back to fall or summer camp or fall camp, let's figure all this out. There's going to be some competition for spots over this week. Like it goes back to
for O-line spots or
mindset.
O-line,
just
like minutes,
in general.
Snaps.
Yeah, reps. I mean, reps. And I think that's across the board. I mean, because right now, I mean, let me point you to the running back room. Who's performed better, Keywan or Duke? I could make a case Keywan's been better than Duke so far.
I don't know. I mean, pass protection.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's a lot. There's a lot to look for. I mean, but I'm saying
it's a good,
my point in saying that
yeah.
is that's the room that you would think, oh, there's no there's no, we know everything's set. And it's like, well, even in that room, I don't think it is. I mean, I think you got guys, competing for reps with those two.
Between Trayshawn Hurry and
Dakari Collins. Because Hurry got a lot more reps in game 2 than he got in game 1. He was on the field all the time. Dakari Collins is a guy that's going to fight him for those reps. Antonio Meeks is going to fight him for those reps. Like, I mean, the margin of error is small. That's what this week's going to be over there in practice. And in the O-line, that's definitely going to be the case.
Let me ask you this. If you're the coaching staff, do you dial back on injured, like worrying about I words, or do you go full out? Are you satisfied enough to protect your studs? Like extra careful, slightly careful? We need to get better.
No, there's 5 guys, like I don't need Wesley Bailey getting an I word. I don't need Clef Lubin getting one. I
Okay,
don't need,
so your D line gets it.
yeah,
They get umbrella drinks, umbrella orange juices.
Conga, yeah, Renee Conga, Jordan Garrard. Now I let AJ Green and I let Dustin Beatles and I let those guys compete. Like you guys got to compete. But those guys, Isaac Brown, I don't. You know what, buddy? Get on the bike. Get on the bike.
I know we had this kind of conversation, in case we got a good jump on JMU. But okay, so Isaac's on the bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris Bell's on the bike.
Yeah, probably Chris and
Chris and Colin.
What's his name? Colin. He didn't do much last game, so I just forgot altogether. Look, let's let Trayshawn and Dakari and those guys, because even though Colin didn't
disappoint, but
game,
he can work.
He could have been better. But some of that could be, JMU and
so what rooms is working the hardest? Okay, so O-line is working their tails off during the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of competition there, in my opinion. There's a lot of and let's talk about you don't want to say I words, but guess what? We got one, and it's Stanquan Clark. And he's going to be out for a while. I mean, it looks that way.
So
I can't imagine.
You're going to be working the backup linebackers hard.
I would assume it's TJ Capers. This is kind of, I think, first you're having the conversation with him. Like, okay, son, this is your opportunity. You come in here highly rated. You've been doing well. We loved what you did in fall camp. I mean, you remember Ron English praised him for how good he's been. I thought he's been good this year. This is your opportunity now. I mean, and in football, it's a heartless sport, man, because that can be your best friend. But when he goes down, I got to be ready. And I'm going to play in such a way that you don't get this back, that you hit the portal. Like that's the thought process. Obviously I don't want to lose Stanquan, but you get what I'm saying. Like TJ Quinn or
and like a
TJ
linebacker
Capers comes in to
a
take your
linebacker
spot.
position is like, no, the guy in front of you is going to go down.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, if a guy plays a season and doesn't go down, chances are he's going to be an all-conference level player. If he doesn't miss any games at linebacker.
And Stanquan, I mean, losing him is a big loss. I mean, that's a big loss, and somebody needs to step up majorly. And I think Quinn's going to be that guy. I mean, you come in with 5-star type caliber hype, and you're a redshirt freshman now from Miami, Florida. Same place as Stanquan. It's like, okay, so this is your time to step up, because if not, I'm going to move to like an older guy like Caleb Perry and put him in the game, and say, so who played at Tennessee last year, So, I mean, that competition, I think, is going to be hot and heavy this week. But I mean, that's an obvious one with the injury, I mean,
okay, so number one, the O-line room is going to be working.
No, I would almost put number one at who steps up for Stanquan.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of
because
I wanted to walk through that.
That's an immediate loss. I mean, that's a loss of a guy I think was going to be all, and hopefully we get him back this year. I mean, there's nobody has said he's out for the season or anything,
right.
But I mean, I think we expect it's going to be, if it's not that, it's going to be a long process. And so you're probably not looking at him towards the end of the year.
You don't realize how much, you funnel people to Stanquan Clark. Like, you funnel people to, because you're confident they're gonna hit their run fits and make the tackle. Like,
and he's good in coverage. I mean, there's little things you don't even notice that you're like, oh man, well nobody, they made a play. Well, sometimes Wesley Bailey might have got that sack because Stanquan in the line, you picked up in coverage.
Yeah,
I mean that happens. That's why I don't know. I know a lot of people we'll work our way down, because I do want to get to the secondary too. But we'll kind of stay here for a second.
So you would start at linebacker, and you'd say, hey, this room is open.
Yeah, because it's wide open. Like that one is like I think the O-line is probably more important of a battle. But I mean, when you take an injury to a guy who is your middle linebacker, one of the anchors to your defense, to me, who picks up that spot is more of an immediate like, okay, this is a real deal
like we have to figure this out. These two, we got 2 weeks to figure this out, and we have to be sure by the time we hit the field for Bowling Green.
Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, I think the O-line, which would be second for me, is, hey, we got pieces here, man. Like, I think the pieces are here. We have to figure out. That's more of a coaching thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is coach's meeting. This is reverse or review film and say, hey, this.
Whereas the linebacker position, I think it's, we're Caleb Perry, TJ Capers. You two got to battle for that. I kind of think those are probably the two battling for that spot. So it's like, hey, you've got to battle for this spot. This is on you guys. And then we're going to put the guy in there. I think it's a little more on the coaching room with the O-line.
Okay, so you, with the coaching, battling for the spot, do you say, okay, today is Tuesday. You say, guys, these are the mistakes that were made in the JMU game. Mm-hmm. With each rep moving forward, I'm going to be grading you based on these mistakes and these successes.
Yeah.
How would you do that with the linebackers? Actually, you probably do the same thing with the linebackers. You'd say, hey,
I think you would.
These are the mistakes we cannot have. This is what Stanquan Clark is good at.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad you said that because that's what I was going to say. You hate the comparative thing, but it's almost like, hey, this is what he's good at. Unless you're elite at something, and we can say, well, okay, Capers is coming in and he's an elite.
Yeah,
coverage
he was
guy.
better at Clark.
Give a little bit on tackling,
right,
or whatever. You know what I'm saying, or fill in the gap, or whatever you want to say. But if not, I think you got to say, hey, this is what we're losing in Stanquan, and this is what I need filled right here, because we can't lose, him and then say, well, we're just putting kind of a worse version of him in here. It's like, no, that's not an option.
Right.
I mean, it's not an option if you're talking about winning 9-10 games in a year, 11 games or whatever, trying to make an ACC title game.
Having any playoff aspirations, this can't be a drop-off.
Right. And you go, well, of course there's going to be a drop-off. Well, there can't be. I mean, if you're listening to us right now and you're like, well, of course there's going to be a drop-off. I'm telling you there can't be, or you just won't fulfill, and you'll just have to end the year and go, well, injury just hurt us. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is.
Yeah, they don't have time for
and then I'll tell you, that's why those SEC teams get more respect than you. And it'll piss us all off. Because I'll say, well, they can lose that guy, and then another guy comes in, and they figure that out.
And I'll say, NIL is taking that out, Steve.
It is. No, it really is.
Little by little.
Well, there's still a group of teams that it's like, yeah, well, that guy, they can lose that, and then you bring this guy in, and it's like, okay, but that's where we need to get. And honestly, I think we're kind of there. I mean, I can't imagine losing a guy the caliber of Stanquan Clark and going, I think we can fill that gap. And right now, I think we can.
And you got to buy a week to do it. You got 2 weeks to do it. Somebody better start playing some football. I tell you what, good conversation. We'll keep that conversation rolling on. Let's take a quick commercial break, get Nikki back on schedule here on 93.9 The Ville.
From Mayfield to Manchester.
And they got it again, back at the 40-yard line.
And Lexington to Louisville.
And intercepted right at the goal line.
Let's
20,
play
10-5.
football. It's a Friday night showdown in Louisville against James Madison. Our coverage begins at 5:30.
You got to go as hard as you can go.
On your home for Louisville football.
We got to step up to the challenge.
93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, there it is.
from the 502, where we rep it true. Cardinal red, black and white, that's our crew. Ballin' hard on the court, scoring touchdowns too. Louisville's finest, we're coming through. Young center pack, freedom, all memories. Gridiron legends, Cardinal legacy. From Muhammad Ali to Lamar Jackson's fleet, we put on for the city, can't you see? Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep them raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the Ville, history in the making.
About our income-based rates. Stop by or visit our website and join today.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut-rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Baltimore Ravens football plays here.
Lamar to the 40. He's got the first down and is all the way down to the Buffalo 45-yard line. You can't coach that. You can't teach that. You can't stop that.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens look to bounce back Sunday when they host the Browns.
The big hole. Henry to the 30. Henry to the 20. The King to the 10. Touchdown, Derrick Henry.
Coverage begins at 12:30 right here on your home for the Ravens. 93.9 The Ville.
It's time to see what you've been missing at Lynn Family Stadium. That's because your first ticket's free. That's right, the first one's on us. Thanks to Kroger, newcomers to Louisville City and Racing Louisville can claim a free ticket to an upcoming game of their choice. Visit loucity.com/first today to get in on this special offer. The men's squad, Louisville City's chasing another title, and Racing Louisville's closing in on the playoffs in the NWSL, the world's top women's soccer league. Thanks to Kroger, you can see either team in action for free. Visit loucity.com/first today.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Bob Valvano here for Ken J. Beener and Son HVAC. They've been in business since 1962, and summer's here. You don't want to be caught sweating, so call Ken J. Beener and Son for a $95 AC tune-up Make sure it'll last through the summer. Their team's professional, knowledgeable, did a great job installing my unit, a trusted, independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. They have 5-star ratings on Google, so give them a call. 502-584-9960, 502-584-9960.
Visit the 1020 Brewery in Butchertown and see why game days and nights are better at 1020. Watch your favorite college football games, including Louisville and Kentucky, along with Sunday and Monday night NFL games. 1020 is the perfect place to pregame for Lou City FC. Enjoy 1020 light beer brewed right here in Louisville for flavor and drinkability and served fresh to you. 1020 also has top shelf liquors, wine, and great food. Game days and nights are better at 1020. 1020 Brewery. Come visit us.
Is your tile tired, cracked grout, worn caulking, or dingy floors bringing your space down? Well, call the Grout Medic of Louisville. They specialize in regrouting, recalking, cleaning, sealing, tile repair, and replacement for both residential and commercial projects. At the Grout Medic, owners Audrey and Marty McGraw and Jeremy Wheatley believe in one thing above all: customer first service. Professional, reliable, and always with your satisfaction in mind. Call them today for your free estimate at 502-609-3900. That's 502-609-3900. The Grout Medic of Louisville will bring your tile back to life. I want to immediately, I want to talk about the Rennie split, but I'm not going to. And let me tell you why. I'm not going to laugh and have a good time and mock your read. Okay. Not going to do it. You know why?
I'm listening.
Because it's your season and your shot. The NFL is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. From first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. And you could see that this weekend, right? You know, you got a few of the spreads, okay, that were you could have, you know,
Louisville covered
a couple of those. Well, they're not in the NFL yet. We'll work on that. But if you're a new customer, this is just for you. Bet just $5 and you're going to get $200 in bonus bets. Instant. Okay? Plus, score over $200 off of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Not bad. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code THEVILLE. That's code THEVILLE. And get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus. Kentucky only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers and only, and auto renews until canceled. Remember that. That's important. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket or /terms. Limited time offer.
Whew. Take a deep breath, Steve.
We'll have a conversation about that later today. I talked clarity on.
Speaking of
a little clarity on that, okay?
Speaking of gambling, Nikki V. Do you have the Moneyline Maven picks at your access?
At my access. Let me see.
This is not good.
No, it's not.
It's not a good start at all.
No, let's see if I made the bet with them, if they're still in my bet slip. Oh, they're not.
Wonder if Andy's money line picks would be in there. I bet they would.
No, you're not wondering.
I bet they would.
There's no wonder to that.
No, I didn't make the bet, so it didn't save.
Do I need to send you $1 to bet every week when we do the money line? Would that be helpful?
That'd be helpful. But I'll put money in my account so I can just make the bet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you $1. I'll Venmo you $1 every money line so you can bet at least $1 so you can have the bet slip available.
Well, this segment's what the hell in a handbasket.
I mean, I didn't expect it to be like a full long segment. I just
No, but maybe we could just, maybe went over the games. I don't know. Hypothetically, we could have.
I'm sorry. I thought I had him saved. I thought I had him saved. That's my fault. This is totally my fault.
Oh yeah, no, nobody's questioning.
Just get 15 minutes.
I thought you wrote him down too, though.
15 minutes of content
to cover my ass.
No, I just thought you would be a producer. That's on me. Hey, no, honestly, Nick, seriously, we shouldn't have put you in that position. We should have known better than to trust you with
Steve
that.
hit him.
Don't hit me with
Steve
that.
hit him with the Denny
Don't
Crumb.
hit me with that. Don't hit me with the Denny Crumb. Don't do the Denny Crumb to me.
That's our bad.
Don't
That's
you
our
do the
bad.
Denny Crumb.
We thought way too much.
You know what? It's my fault that I put you in the game, Marcus.
Yeah, right. It's my fault for putting you in a position to do your job.
That's when you call home and you say, I'm transferring. Well, what happened? I was like in
Somebody
practice.
said Maben's cheap ASS needs to bet on his phone.
Oh. Well, my gambling allegiances have not yet been determined. So
Fair enough.
So
I sell out easy.
South Florida, Steve. South Florida was
Hey, South Florida's good, man.
South Florida beat
That's
Florida.
a good football team.
I
Are they going
remember
to be
that
the group of five?
I mean, right now they're in the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think they could even lose a game. I mean, do they play sorry, I'm asking way too much of you.
I'm pulling it up right now. I
pull
got
my
you.
app up
No,
here.
I got you, boo.
I mean,
USF football.
Yeah. Yes.
Schedule. Yes, they play Miami.
Okay.
This weekend.
On
the road. Number 18 USF. They're ranked now. Playing number 5 Miami on the road.
Okay. Well, they don't. They play next week.
Wait.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, don't do that to me, bro.
South Florida plays Miami this weekend.
Number 18 versus number 5. I think South Florida could lose that game.
What was Florida ranked?
Florida was top 10, right? Because Florida's 13th now.
How was Florida ranked so high?
Or no, Florida was 13. Florida was 13 when, South Florida's beaten Boise, who was number 25, and they've beaten Florida, who was number 13, and now they're playing number 5, Miami. Miami is favored by 18 and a half.
Over South Florida.
Over South Florida. But here's the thing. South Florida's going to run the table after this if they play well. Obviously, we've seen it all the time. You're like, oh, man, there's no way. But they play South Carolina State, Charlotte, North Texas, FAU, Memphis, UTSA, Navy, UAB, and Rice. And, and don't get me wrong, I'm not pretending like a team like Navy won't jump up and beat them, right? But regardless of what happens in this Miami game, I think South Florida's got, if you can get a futures bet on them making the playoff, that's a pretty good bet right now. Because even if, let's say Miami beats them and they run the table and they're sitting there at the end of the year with wins over Florida, Boise State, and they got one loss to Miami.
Yeah, and if Miami is like in the ACC championship or something, then they would definitely have a case.
Yeah. So, I mean, and if they beat Miami, I mean, obviously at that point, you got to start talking about them as one of the better teams in the country. I mean, they beat Florida, Miami, Boise State. But
are we going to be falling victim to another overrated SEC school in Florida?
Well, that could absolutely be the case too. I just think Billy Napier is crap. Like, I can't believe Florida is still back. Like, I'm kind of surprised, and I'm not like you just fire everybody, but that marriage is not working. I mean, that needs to be a Florida. Like, I'm getting protective of Florida now at this point because I'm like, Florida football is way too good to be this.
So Florida has the names on the player side, but not the names on the coach's side.
I think so.
But
I mean,
that's
Florida
why
goes
they're
to LSU this week.
That's why they're getting their ranking.
Yes, because, I mean, dude, when you look at Florida's team, you're like, these are good players. I mean, DJ Lagway was like the number 1 quarterback in the nation coming out of high school 2 years ago. I mean, he's a good quarterback. It's like, dude, you look at Florida and you're like, dudes everywhere, man. I mean, how good was Jonathan Grenard here at Louisville? And, like, he was a dude at Florida. Like, he just went to Florida and was like, oh, yeah. And, like, you wouldn't even have known. You'd have been like, oh. I mean, and he was good at Florida, don't get me wrong. But it's just like every other day you get a guy like that. You go take a Jonathan Grenard from Louisville. You know, and it's like, oh, yeah, he's down in Florida now. Harrison Bailey is the 3rd-string quarterback at Florida this year.
And he put on a nice little show in the bowl game.
Right. He could be starting a lot of places. He's the 3rd-string quarterback. It's like, man, and I mean, I hate to do that whole thing, like, woe is me for an SEC team, but it's like, maybe I just like the state of Florida so much. But, like, you know, but still, it's like, why are they not better? Can I apply to be the producer of the midday show? I have no experience in the field, but wow, that's kind of harsh.
This seems like I could do it.
I mean, they just went right for the jugular. They were just like, well, I could do a better job than Nick. What? I mean, Nick's pretty good.
That's funny. Listen, in the second half,
call me a youngster. I kind of like that.
I want you to think about this. Okay, go ahead and play us out. I'm going to ask you a question, Steve, as Nikki plays us out. Steve,
turn Nick into
what?
Do you know how to play out,
Steve? What idea in sports do you have, like creative idea that you have that everybody would scoff at? I'll give you an example. At some point in your life, you have said, well, why don't you just go get like four centers and just throw the ball up and just go rebound all the time? Mm-hmm. Like, what random sports philosophy do you know in your brain or out to the world is ridiculous, but in your brain you're like, I know that would work.
Yeah.
Think about that during the break. You got one? Mm-hmm. Think about that during the break. 93.9 The Ville.
When outfitting your shop or garage with industrial storage, don't just keep up with the Joneses, straight up flatten them. With Stronghold's American-made all-steel cabinets, workstations, and carts. They're obsessively overbuilt right here in Louisville to ensure that whatever you're storing and protecting stays that way. From tools and rigging to lateral rocket engines, take that, Joneses. Don't just hold, Stronghold. Shop right now at strong-hold.com.
Sports fans, touchdown at Boom Bars. Enjoy gourmet pizzas, handcrafted cocktails, and the best game day atmosphere in town. Boom Bars in the Highlands, Westport Village, J-Town, Jeffersonville, and E-Town.
Compass Media Networks, your new home for NCAA football. If it's college football, it's right here.
We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we helped Chad.
Hi, I'm Chad. I've been taking the low T treatment at Tri-State Men's Health for a little under a year now. So I was really just struggling with finding the energy to accomplish the things I wanted to do every day. By the end of the workday, I was very drained and tired and found it hard to concentrate and get my job done, and was looking for something to kind of get that edge back. Once I started taking the treatment, I felt probably within the first 2 to 3 weeks more energy. And the thing that really I noticed right away was sleeping. Now I get a solid 8 hours. I'm going on vacation. I'm enjoying myself. So men out there, if you're struggling with any of the symptoms I was, low energy, brain fog, lack of sleep, I would highly recommend you call Tri-State Men's Health. You won't regret it.
Thanks, Chad. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial # law on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Hello, this is Michael at Extreme Auto Sound and Marine. Are you tired of your factory stereo? Come to Extreme Auto Sound and Marine to see how we can upgrade your mobile audio experience. Allow us to show you stereo, speaker, and amplifier options from JL Audio, Alpine, Focal, Kicker, and Sony. XAS can also improve your comfort and safety by adding a remote start or a dash cam. Do you have a new driver that needs hand-free driving? Come see our options to add Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Send us a message through our website at xas502.com.
Hi, this is Paul Rogers. Over the years, I've seen athletes sidelined by all kinds of injuries. I know how important it is to get back in the game. That's why I trust Ellison Bodenhausen Orthopedics. Don't let an injury hold you back. At Ellison Bodenhausen, they help athletes of all ages return to the activities they love with expert care, fast access to appointments, and recovery plans tailored to you. From joint pain and fractures to ACL tears and shoulder injuries, their team uses the latest techniques and a collaborative approach to deliver real results. Same and next day appointments are available at all 4 locations in Louisville and Southern Indiana. Walk-in clinics are offered every Monday morning from 8 to 9:30 at East Point, Dixie Highway, and St. Matthews. Schedule online at embortho.com or call 502-587-1236. That's at Ellison Bodenhausen Orthopedics. The care you deserve, the results you expect.
Can't get enough ESPN Louisville? Subscribe to us on YouTube at ESPN Louisville for live watch-alongs, play-by-play breakdowns with the coach, behind-the-scenes action in the bullpen, and more.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
From Mayfield to Manchester.
And they got it again.
CH, what do you mean? Are we getting a full show on YouTube? Jason, what's good?
Let's play.
Yeah, pit games, they'll be undefeated, so it won't be considered a trap game.
It's a Friday night showdown
it'll
in
be
Louisville
your
against
ACC,
James Madison.
opener.
Our coverage begins at 5:30.
Can't start the ACC with the L.
Your home for Louisville football.
We got to step up to the challenge.
93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app. The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics. WLCO Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utilities, sump, affluent grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Just so I can re-rack it, people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sits around and has strategic sports ideas. If I was an owner of a team, this is how I would set up my team. If I was a coach of my team, this is the kind of players this is the kind of plays, offensive system I would run. Basketball, football, baseball. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. What strategy have you came up with on your own? The best strategies usually come from kids too. They say, Dad, why don't people just do all this or just do it this way?
Right.
Okay, Steve. So you said going into the break, you had at least one idea of a strategy that people would scoff at, but you were in your mind, you are convinced that it would work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one I've always kind of, and mine's not like overly crazy, but it is something. It's one of those like, well, it might not work because it's like I've questioned like, why don't people just do it?
Okay.
Because I'm like, well, that would work, So in my mind, I'm like, well, this isn't crazy because I mean, people would, but then people's like, well, why does nobody do that? Anytime, if I was a football coach, anytime it was second and one, third and whatever.
Yep.
Like anytime, fourth and one, wouldn't matter where I was at on the field or the time. Doesn't matter. Hot call. Run up to the line, quarterback sneak. Like, get the first down immediately. Like, so you it's first and 10. They hand it off. Isaac Brown gets it. Oh, man, he's tackled, 9-yard gain. Look, we've got a hot call, whatever it is, pineapples, whatever you want to, whatever the hot call is. All right, to the line, move, sneak, first down. Like, it wouldn't even be a question. I would be like, no, defense got to get ready. Let's go. You know what? As soon as that hot call comes in, you go. It's 3rd and 1. We're not even a thought. Boom, sneak. Not handoff, not getting godforsaken shotgun on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. Sorry. Pisses me off so bad.
I'm listening.
Just shotgun on like 3rd or 4th and 1.
Right. Was it Satterfield's shotgun?
Well, I mean, we even did it. Coach Prom does it too. Like, I'm not, look, I'm not, but it's one of those things when it works, you don't think twice, but if it doesn't, I'm like, it's because you were in shotgun. You needed a yard, and now you needed 6 because you're in shotgun. I would just under center, sneak it. Let's go.
You know what I've never overcome, and I like exactly what you said. And again, I always use the example of when a kid says, "Just go get 5 centers or get 4 centers and a point guard."
Yeah,
and just shoot it up there.
Get one shooter and just start jacking threes.
Yeah, just let my one Steph Curry and go get me 4 centers.
Yeah.
So listen, I've never let this one go, Steve. If I were so inclined, Steve, football coach Marcus Maben, I would run the Army offense, the triple option, but I would go get all offensive linemen.
Okay.
Look, I would have a quarterback, Steve. I know this is a little bit, this is Marcus's first, like, team NFL team. Just I'm watching it with my own eyes. Good.
Right.
When I saw Refrigerator Perry blowing over people in short yardage situations, Steve, I could never get that out of my mind. Right? So I'm like, why do you even have running backs? Why don't you just have like who's my big offensive line for San Francisco? The supersized dude. He ended up getting hurt, I think, late in the year. That might have hurt them. They use him on pulling. They use him on just. They have him come down the line and wipe people out. Texters, please tell me who's the big old offensive lineman that they use as like a linebacker or a crazy pulling tight end. What's his name, Steve? One of the best offensive linemen in the NFL right now. And they would just have him destroy. They would have him destroy a small like a defensive end, a speed defensive end.
I know exactly what Trent Williams.
Trent Williams.
Yeah. Good call, text line.
Thank you, Texter. Thank you.
Shout out.
Listen, Steve, when I see stuff like that,
I'm from like Oklahoma. He played Oklahoma.
I don't remember, but I know when I see him taking out small speed defensive ends, or you get him out there, out in front of not Tyreek Hill, whoever. You get my point. I'm like, why don't they run more, put more alignment in as fullbacks?
No, I get that. Listen, I totally understand that. Well, I mean, Bobby did it back in Bobby 1.0. I mean, a lot of times, he would put a big defensive tackle or an offensive tackle back there on the goal line.
And just imagine how energetic an offensive lineman would be to go tee off on somebody.
Or give them the ball. Like, that's what Bobby would do. I mean, Bobby would put, somebody can help me out. Who was the O lineman that Bobby used to put in the back, and he would give him the ball on the goal line? And it was like, I mean, when you got there, it was like, all right, go ahead, tackle him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you might get more offsides calls from your defense jumping too early than anything. Just trying to get the jump on foot. Like, so is the text is the
but then you see guys like Wesley Bailey, and you're like, I don't know, he'd probably tackle him. Big guy.
Do you think? Look, and this, I'm gonna cheat. Gosh darn it! I hate that this even went into my brain, Steve. You know what I just did, right?
What?
I just went and got Mekhi Becton and put him back at fullback, and I was like, "Yeah, Steve, let's see Wesley Bailey tackle Mekhi."
Yeah, I'm like, well, maybe not. Maybe not him.
Right.
I mean, if you can recruit him, I guess. Yeah.
But you get the point, right? You get the point. It's just like, to me, that's like one of the most unstoppable things I've ever seen with my eyes. And I'm like,
yes. Kurt Quarterman. Thank you, Texter. Good call, man. It was Quarterman, dude. He would put back there. And that's a great call, Texter. It would put him back there, and he'd give him the ball. Hand it off. He
just up
on
back.
The goal line. It was like, yeah, go ahead. He'd come out of 3-point stance, give him the ball, boom.
What is the pushback against that?
I mean, I don't think there is. I mean, really. I mean, I think especially when you're on a goal line or in that situation.
I mean, dude, because I think offensive linemen are athletic enough. I think you got defensive linemen are totally athletic enough. Like, it's like, dude, take the ball and don't drop it.
Oh yeah, no, these offensive linemen can do some crazy stuff. They're athletes.
Like, there's no way your defensive line can hold up to my wishbone. my wishbone offense team with all offensive linemen. It's just like, yeah, coach, hey guys, we're gonna test their will. Okay, back to it.
Texter says, let's see, I'm still super pumped for the year despite my earlier text. Oh, sorry, I didn't see him. I just wanted us to come out sharp as possible, pass the eye test. Yeah, I agree. Texter says, y'all don't read my text anymore. Glad to know I'm not blocked. Chris the plumber. Oh, sorry, man.
You got a lot going on here sometimes.
There's a lot of text on here. It's probably a lot of people feel that way, that it just happens. Sometimes you get in the line of sight, and then maybe you go a month or two and don't.
Yes. They get up on the board, but sometimes it goes fast. Like, people don't realize, like, your text might be gone from the board if there's a rush. If there's a rush of text,
I know.
You could have been the first one, but like I said, by the time you glance,
sometimes I just get lazy and I'm like, oh, that's a good point, and then I see it and I'm like, no, it's a really good.
You just steal it.
And then, just steal it.
Texas. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that anyway. So
yeah. Or I just put it in my pocket and go home. Like, I'll be laying there tonight. Like, man, that 442 number had a great text.
Yeah. Don't take it too personal. Okay, so Steve, first room of business. First room is gonna have it tough during the bye week is the linebacker room. Okay.
Yeah.
Second room that's going to have a tough bye week, you say, is the O-line.
Yeah.
Okay. So what comes up at number 3?
I mean, probably
texters 3831-93.9, callers 8150-93.9. What is the third? If you agree with Steve, linebacker room, O-line room, what would be considered the third room that needs the most work or has the most competition?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
Wide receiver, right?
I mean,
you got to be able to beat your guys one-on-one because you're going to get a lot of one-on-one coverage.
Yeah.
You have to be sharper in your timing. Just Dawn on the YouTube channel says kicking game.
Well,
where does that go?
Something we didn't. It's way up there. I mean, we've had 2 extra points missed, and it's been because of bad holds both times. I mean, the snapper to the holder. I mean, and then we had another one that, I mean, it could have been that was a big moment in the game. We scored to take the lead. Then that extra point snap happens, and now it's like if they score, they're going to go up a point, not tie the game.
So how do you make it rough? How do you make it rough on the kicking game during a bye week? Do you make them run a lot?
I don't.
Do you punish kickers by making them run?
Well, it's not really the kickers though. It's the
holder and the long snapper and the holder.
Yeah.
Do you make them run extra? How do you punish them?
Could.
They're probably in better shape than anybody on the team.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not carrying a bunch of extra weight.
I mean, somebody said the punter could be better. The punting could be better. I mean, that's not been terrible, but I mean,
Are they comparing it because we've had some really, really good punters lately? So it's kind of.
It could be. Well, and plus, I mean, I think our kicker has been pretty good. It's just that snap especially on the extra points. I mean, that's got to get there. I mean, that could be a big moment. I mean, if you need 3 and they snap it over the holder's head, like, what just happened there?
Okay. I thought Niagara had a couple of high snaps.
It's possible. But, I mean, I haven't saw too many of those that made me feel like, oh, man, that play got ruined because Miller Moss had to go up and get the snap. I mean, Niagara's used to shuck. He's a little bigger.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
He's a little smaller, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, he has, though. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, and I'm just talking
he
about
had one the other day that was quite
Miller
low.
doing, just kind of a little too quick,
Oh, well, and there was one in the JMU game that was pretty low that kind of threw the play off. I mean, so that can.
Yeah, without going crazy over it. So would you put extra points, field goals and extra points at number 3?
I mean, yeah, I think the extra points probably there. I'm curious what you think about the defensive backs because I've heard a lot of people kind of. I was listening to Ennis and Dave Skull yesterday, and it was like that was weird. I don't know why I said his whole name. That felt odd. Did that not feel odd? That felt odd.
I was
Use the government name.
Insert a joke on
David
it.
Skull. I was listening to Ennis and David Skull
Which his mother.
yesterday. I know.
But to be fair, just saying Dave, it's like it's a million Daves. If you're not gonna just say, yeah, I was listening to Ennis in school.
Yeah, I know.
That
Well,
would
you start calling Biscuit or something, but I don't know why I went with that. I went to like David Skull.
David Andrew Skull.
That was odd. Like I couldn't move on. I was like,
what is his full
didn't
name?
feel right. I don't know. What's Biscuit's middle name?
Does Biscuit have a middle name, Nikki?
James.
James. Mine's Ray. So I mean,
I made that up. I don't know.
Oh, you made it up. Well, that was this supposed to be humorous? Like,
no,
I mean, that was a very odd time for a joke.
If
like,
you say something,
Stevie Ray Rummage.
And what do you got wrong with James?
Nothing. Does he not look like he could be a David James Skull?
No, I mean, like,
Here, I'll text him.
Nick was like,
I got
James.
I just got a text. Did you know James' black middle name was Fernando?
That's not true.
That is true. He just texted me.
James Fernando Black.
James Black's middle name is Fernando.
It's Fernando.
So we gotta call him Nando from now.
I'm not. I'm gonna have to see a birth certificate on that one.
I texted Biscuit what his middle name is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see a birth certificate.
You don't think
Biscuits
James
is Fernando?
I was like, that's fitting when I saw it, when I just read it. I was like, that makes sense.
No, I mean it's fitting, but so would Eugene for James. It would be fitting, but
It's James Fernando.
Mine's
Black.
Michael.
Michael. Yeah, mine. That's what I say. Mine's Ray.
I like that.
Yeah, Stephen Ray. I heard Marcus's little. Like I don't know why that you just felt the need to use that voice. Did you hear? We were having a full conversation in the background. I heard Marcus like Stevie Ray Rummage. Like,
It does kind of. If you
is
were
it funny? Is that
if you were a musical artist, you'd be Stevie Ray Rummage. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. If I was a porn star, that would probably be my name too. But whatever.
Search Stevie Ray Rummage now.
Actually, my name would be Chase Norton Commons.
Chase Norton Commons.
Where is?
Remember, it is supposed to be your dog and your street name or something.
So has James came in there
Mika
and
Merwin
confirmed
is
it
me.
with y'all?
What?
Has James come into the studio and confirmed it?
No,
No.
because that's not true.
Anyway.
Fernando, that's ridiculous.
That's great. I hope it is.
It's not. It's absolutely not, Nick. There's not a chance in Hades. His middle name is Fernando. So, anyways,
He's gonna be so sad that you made fun of him. I'm listening. Okay, get back to it. David Skull.
So, anyways, I was listening to David Skull yesterday on the show, and there was people really calling in and coming at the secondary, and I don't know, like, and so it made me question. Like, I'm like, I didn't think the secondary was terrible. Like, I mean, I didn't think they were the
safety. Look,
unit on
listen,
the field,
Steve. When you get burnt, as bad as you get burnt on the opening play of James Madison, you're done for the rest of the game. That's all you remember.
Okay.
You remember the left-handed catch, and you remember your safety getting burnt by looking in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of those kind of opinions are just kind of scarred.
It just goes from that, and that goes back to my JMU coach saying, "Well, they didn't win, we lost." It's one play, dude. You're taking that one play, and you're like, "Well, we should have scored there."
You didn't execute.
Okay. Yeah, like no, your quarterback.
Everything's
it was a
about
quarterback throwing the
execution.
ball, Marcus. It wasn't like they had a wide receiver throwing that. That was their quarterback throwing that.
They didn't execute it.
Yeah, like, dude, you missed. And then when you finally scored a touchdown, he booty popped. Like, that's why you lost the game.
Yeah,
you have superior males to my team. End of story. We were alpha males and you were not.
We hit Chris Bell in stride and he ran.
Yeah, you were, and he didn't drop it low when he got there. I don't.
Yeah, it's like, dude, execute. I mean, if you beat us because we missed a field goal or extra point, would you say we deserve to beat you, but we just we just beat ourselves. We dropped the field goal.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't execute on 2 field goals, and that was our game. They didn't beat us.
Yeah, and it was a very odd thing to say in a game like that. But
and
you're
then
trying to sell yourself.
And then you're gonna say, "Yep, that's why you're gonna be there another year." That right there.
Yeah, I know.
That's that poor sportsmanship is gonna cost you one of your head jobs.
You would have given the baseball up. Like, that's obvious. Yeah, that's very obvious. Somebody said, no, it's your middle name and the street you grew up on. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Michael Covered Bridge.
I would be Ray Hensley.
I don't like that.
That's kind of good. What street did you grow up in? Ahmad.
Insert joke here. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts everywhere, man. I lived in Texas, Alabama, California, Germany, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Steve,
that's perfect.
I lived in Arden Circle, Houston Street, Bunker Hill. It's just I can't. I mean, I could think of them all if I took a second, but just. Military life is like, yes.
You're just Ahmad.
Yeah. And
he's like Prince. He's just a name.
Look, and on military bases, Steve, it's like, yeah, you're on Street 1A.
Yeah.
I grew up on 3C. Yeah, just that row.
3C.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought the secondary overall, they played a pretty good game. I mean,
do you agree with the theory though that you only gave up a couple
you had the one-handed catch, the guy who got across the middle on third, and I think people kind of look at that one.
The left-handed catch.
Yeah, and it was like, well, that was a secondary thing, and
and that was a good play on the goal line. That was a good play.
Yeah,
that was a good play design. That's.
Yeah.
Your linebackers are staring into the backfield. You've been run heavy all game. Just a misdirection. That was a good play. But but I get it. It looks so wide open that you're like, it looks so wide open that you're like, they suck. They suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can watch NFL football and you can see a well schemed. I tell you what, man. At Detroit, watching Ben Johnson call plays a little different. It's like, whoo, those coordinators, man, are important.
Oh, absolutely,
man,
absolutely.
Yeah, if you want to scheme up some guys in some space.
But I mean, hey, you had, Ron English was like the defense coordinator.
Defensive coordinator of the week. I did see that. Congrats on him.
Yeah, I didn't think the secondary was like, and maybe I'm proved wrong down the stretch, and we're like, oh no, the secondary is a huge issue. But right now, I'm not worried about the secondary. I don't know. I didn't.
Okay, do you feel like they were being nosy, too nosy? But there's a lot of it was running again. You can't give up that on the first play. You can't get burnt like that on the first play.
Yeah, no, that was bad. Yeah, that was bad. You can't do that right out the gate.
Yeah,
that's on you guys.
Yeah, you were pumped up, and not just nosy. It's like, boy, you got no. When you think about the safety, it's like you had no responsibilities back there.
Yeah.
Other than staying deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. So yeah, between that one. The touchdown, the touchdown where the receiver or the tight end just dragged all the way through all the traffic.
Yeah,
I can see how you could feel like I said, to me that was more, like I said, the first one was disgusting. The other two were.
I thought they tackled well. I thought they did a lot of good things. So again, like I said, maybe you can, if you didn't think they played well,
and run support is
3 weeks
is a big part of of the game as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you still got to remember that. All right, I tell you what, we'll get our last reset, take our last commercial break here on 93.9 The Ville.
We are in the thick of summer, and with the hottest days of the year ahead, you are about to find out how strong your cooling system is. And if you find out that it's not ready for the long summer, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now, when you buy a complete Trane system, receive 10 years parts and labor warranty and up to a $1,000 rebate on Trane high-efficiency systems. It's hard to stop a Trane, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Summer's here, but if your laptop's busted or your kid's iPad took a dive, break time just became repair time. At Tech Restore, we fix the cracks, crashes, and chaos. Whether it's Apple, PC, or Chromebook, no appointments necessary and no mall chaos. Only certified techs, fast turnaround, and repair options that make sense. Shop small, shop local, shop Tech Restore. Visit us at Hikes Point or online at techrestore.com and see all that we offer. Tech Restore.
Covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my progress or process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. You know, there's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and like, it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, like, no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, you know, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really good time with it. But as far as
Tailgating season is here, and it's officially pretzel season, and the perfect time to enjoy the bold flavors of our new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Also, Cherry Berry is back, and with it a brand new addition, Cherry Berry Sprite. So whether you're craving Chick-fil-A for lunch, watching the game from the stadium, or at the house, chicken is a guaranteed hit. From nuggets to strips to chicken minis or our delicious mac and cheese, we have everything you need to be the favorite spot everyone wants to visit on game day. Order yours today at Chick-fil-A Stony Brook or Chick-fil-A Bardstown Road by calling ahead or ordering online at LouisvilleCFA.com.
Looking to elevate your space? KPG Glass has you covered. From custom showers and bathroom glass to windows, doors, and unique custom etching and even printed glass, KPG brings your vision to life. Need something bigger? KPG specializes in large commercial construction and renovation. KPG delivered stunning custom glasswork to the Keeper Center and the baseball team's locker room renovation. Look up their portfolio on kpgglass.com. That's kpgglass.com.
Looking for a thrilling new experience in Louisville? Head over to Next Level Ranges, the city's newest high-tech gun range. Whether you're a pro or a beginner, we've got the perfect setup with state-of-the-art lanes, expert instructors, and a safe, welcoming atmosphere. Wrap up your shooting with a farm-to-table meal from Brass Social, or kick up your feet and relax in our exclusive members lounge. With personal lockers for your convenience, you'll feel right at home. Located just off Blankenbaker Parkway across from Lexus of Louisville and J-Town, Next Level Ranges, where precision meets passion. Visit nextlevelranges.com for more information. That's nextlevelranges.com.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that
first individual workout. Every one of those is the most important moment in the history of the program. Why? Because it's the next thing. Mike Tomlin for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he always says the standard is the standard. That makes unbelievable sense to me. Because it's a simple saying that says, I will not. Where do you think most people are? If there's few over there in the losing and there's few over there in the winning, where are most teams, most people, most organizations, where are they at? Somewhere in the middle. It's called the mountain of average. I ain't interested in that. Or my bad language. I ain't.
The Ravens look to bounce back Sunday when they host the Browns.
1%. 1%. That's what you're fighting to be. If you want to be special, you want to be elite. 1%. Winning was easy. Everybody could do it. But the fight to be in the 1%, there's a way to go about it. That's how I rock.
defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
I know what Biscuit's middle name is.
I'm listening.
What his middle names are.
Ooh.
He's got two middle names.
Okay, this is good.
So his full name.
Okay.
David John Mark Skull.
I like that.
That's fitting.
DJMS.
David John Mark Skull.
Would be his LL Bean backpack. Interesting.
Monogram.
Did you have your monogram LL Bean, Nikki?
I did not.
Steve?
But I did have my pullover starter jacket. But I did not have the monogrammed backpack.
I didn't have the monogram backpack either. I had a cousin who worked at Mountain Smith, and he would give me free backpacks.
That sounds cool.
So I got free backpacks for
I need David John Mark Skull. I like that.
You would have a cool one. SRR.
Yeah.
That would look cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like my U of L thing. It was like SRRUMM01 was like my email.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You remember how they, all the emails
the
were
little
like,
EDU.
It was so funny. I remember the year I got to U of L as a freshman in 05. It was, they were like, okay, so there's this new thing. It's only for college kids. It's called Facebook. And you could like get on Facebook and it was only for college kids. And it was like, oh yeah, so you can meet people. It was like, it's cool, man. It's not as cool as my MySpace, but it's awesome. And yeah,
MySpace.
And then Facebook just took over and just the whole world now. Yeah, but it was only for college kids at the time. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Okay, so Steve sent me something. I'm going to try to play it. Let's see if we can play it and tell me if you can hear it clear. Let's go.
But as far as what my votes are and...
Could you hear that clear?
We could.
Okay. So is this comfortable to play, Steve?
Yeah. No, no, this is AP voter.
Okay, I'll put it from Danny Cannell.
Needs in.
You said what? Say that again, Steve.
Oh, they were letting Mr. Salzman.
Danny Cannell says,
Sales.
I don't want to put her on blast too much because I know college football fans can be ruthless, but this is a rough look for AP voter Haley Sawyer. Don't single her out too much, though, because she's not the only one with an embarrassingly bad ballot.
But as far as what my votes are and what my process is, I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my progress or process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. There's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really good time with it. But as far as what my votes are and...
Yeah, that's, and again, I agree with him. It's don't I'm not trying to crush her for her ballots, but it's like
anybody who says it doesn't really matter should instantly be removed from the ability to vote
that's a problem.
On an AP poll.
That's a problem.
Anybody who says out loud, out of their own soup coolers, should not be permitted to vote any longer.
Yeah. And again, I think Danny Cannell's right when he says, that it's not just her, right? There's other people too.
You got a clean house.
But it
you
shows
got a clean
you
house.
there's a lot of people who don't pay attention to their vote, or they just, it's like these things are, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things are important. Like, I mean, there's teams that move up and back, and, you know, and based off this, and for just for somebody just to kind of be like, well, it all evens out, so I can kind of put anybody wherever.
A ranking affects coaches' money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It affects money.
I know.
It affects you. Did you just say it doesn't matter? And somebody can balance it out. And I appreciate all the social media interaction of talking about your. Whew.
Yeah, it feels like that. That doesn't feel great. Like, I mean, little things too, you know. I mean, I'm looking at her ballot. I mean, it's whatever, you know. I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, but it's one
to
of
me, it's lack of respect for the sanctity of the Associated Press voters voting poll.
But is this a West Coast thing? Because she is a West Coast voter.
What's her name again?
Haley Sawyer. I mean, is it a West Coast voter thing though?
What do you mean?
Like
liberal?
Where they don't. No. I mean, like,
what's her Twitter?
How did you turn it? All these libs are voting.
Listen.
And now it's killing the poll. It's killing the people. I like that better. Nick, mark me down for that one. It's a liberal problem. That's the voter. That would fix the AP poll.
Oh, yeah. The libs.
Listen, Steve, I just wanted you to tell me.
More SEC teams in there.
I wanted you to tell me what Nick's reaction was if he heard out the back of his ear me just saying, "What was that a West Coast thing? Is more liberal?"
Yeah, no. I was like, no, because it's West Coast and they don't see as many of the East Coast games. That was all I was saying.
You shouldn't be. Listen again. Your vote is your vote, but your lack of respect for the voting altogether. You need a czar, AP poll czar, immediately.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, you know, I mean, I think she had Florida ranked 13th, and you know, Florida is not in the AP poll. Like, it's. I mean, there was a couple in there that looked a little like, you know, and kind of had. Again, it's not that, but again, that's kind of like just attacking her AP poll, which I'm not trying to do. It's just, it does show you how fragile the voting is.
Where do you see who she voted for?
You can look. I mean, I'll send it to you. They have all the
every AP voters picks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got to insert one more sound bite that I'm just now getting to. This is one, Coach Kelsey.
The first film session that we would do, the first team meeting that we would do, the first repetition in the weight room when we start working out, the first individual workout, every one of those is the most important moment in the history of the program. Why? Because it's the next thing. Mike Tomlin for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he always says, the standard is the standard. That makes unbelievable sense to me. Because it's a simple saying that says, I will not bend. Where do you think most people are? If there's few over there in the losing and there's few over there in the winning, where are most teams, most people, most organizations, where are they at? Somewhere in the middle. It's called the mountain of average. I ain't interested in that. Pardon my bad language. I ain't. 1%. 1%. That's what you're fighting to be. If you want to be special and you want to be elite, 1%. If winning was easy, everybody could do it. But the fight to be in the 1%, there's a way to go about it. That's how I rock. I love my players. I back my players. I will do anything for them. But I hold them accountable.
That's what you want to hear from your coach. I mean, like, yeah, like, you're like, that's one of those where you're like, yeah, no, like, I wish that guy was my coach. You know, if you hear that, and that's what you want to hear. Yeah, absolutely.
What a good.
I love it.
What a good little moment of zen.
Yes.
Okay, so what else we got? Chris Bell, speed, getting his speed track. Did you see that?
Yeah, getting his speed tracked at 22. By the way, really quick, just let me put a bow tie on that conversation we were having. The reason she kind of come under some scrutiny was she had Florida ranked with South Florida unranked, had Baylor ranked with Auburn unranked, had South Carolina top 10 and Vandy unranked, and they do have a common opponent, you know, which, I mean, South Carolina played Virginia Tech, and Vandy blew the doors off Virginia Tech, you know, in Virginia Tech. So they're and this person says people would kill for the honor of an AP vote, and half the people that have them couldn't care less. So I think that's kind of their point there. I just wanted to kind of put a bow tie on that for people who are like, well, what were the discrepancies there?
Yeah, but she's actually going to be the face from now on.
Well, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, yeah, you know, and then when you respond to it and the response is not great, you know, it's like, well, that didn't make your point very well. Anyway, we got Doc on the line.
Okay.
Doc, welcome in, man. What's going on?
I was just thinking about, what you just played about Coach Kelsey and his philosophy and his approach. And it reminded me of maybe, 60 years ago when John Wooden started teaching his players how to put their socks on and how important that was to get their socks on right, lace up their shoes right, and then everything else is the next important thing to do. You start the basics and you don't ignore any of the little pieces, and that's how you achieve excellence. It's kind of like a nice Woodland to Crum to Kelsey continuum.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I appreciate the call, man. Yeah, no, that's what you loved about that, man, it makes you feel when you're like, okay, well, could the next thing you say, well, okay, that's probably just cliche. And I say, no, to me, it's not about that he's like, oh, the next thing. It's that every detail matters. Every detail matters. He doesn't skip a single detail. I mean, you can walk around that practice facility, for instance. Enough time has passed now. I don't like to walk straight out of there and then just be like, I saw this, you know. But there was on the wall, there was just a piece of paper, boom, plastered up on the wall, just right by the fridge or something. Say creativity is key. Just boom, just typed out, like nothing crazy. Just he typed it and printed a bunch of them and just went through like where they eat and went through places and just popped those papers up there. Just so everywhere you go, you remember. Because I mean, basketball's the most creative game. You can be. I learned that with Coach Lieberman too. You know, when you just say, dude, you're in basketball, you know, we can look at a point guard and go, dude, you're an artist. Be as creative as you want to be, man. It don't have to have ever been done before. Do what you think will work. You know, like, I mean,
but it takes
you can be the first one to do it.
To allow that creativity to really break through too.
Exactly. So, he doesn't forget. Oh, James wants you to know he's dressed very nice today. He's got a nice puffer vest on.
as a Fernando should.
He's not Fernando. I found out his middle name. It's not Fernando. Obviously. I asked him.
Steve,
he told
Check
me.
your phone, Maven, says James.
He told me what it was. And it's pretty good. I don't want to give it away over the air. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's one of those, he really explained to me the delegation way of saying it.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I got you. Yeah. So anyways, that's
an acronym.
Yeah. Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome.
All right. You want to give a shout out, Steve?
Yeah. Quick shout out, man, to my friends over Tri-State Men's Health. Listen, 50% of men over the age of 50 are dealing with erectile dysfunction. And some under 50, okay? That it happens. And it happens to some men at different stages in life for different reasons. And sometimes it's not your fault. So what you can do is, instead of, dealing with a significant other and them and not talking about it, bottling it up, and them thinking, that maybe